Greetings! I somehow exist. I am the demon in your closet. Yay! All jokes aside, hello. I am Yo-Yo Shift. I am an artist in the making, and I'm just here, questionably. Now, you may be thinking,
Oh, are you just another Tokarev or Ringo Tsug or blah blah blah?
and my answer to that question is no, not really ish. Let me explain. I was born at a very young age. In fact, there was a time where I was the youngest person alive. At the quote unquote very young age, I always wanted to do YouTube. I just never knew how. I used to want to do Minecraft or Roblox or all those cliches that every 6-year-old wants. But something else that I loved to do was draw. But when I first learned how to animate, it was when I discovered flipbooks. Now, there's this channel here on YouTube called Andymations, and I first saw his flipbooks when I was about 8 years old. Little old me wanted to create something of my own, so I grabbed a bunch of flashcards and put one on top of another on a window so that I could see through each one. And later I learned that this was actually called onion skinning. I did this to animate, little flipbooks, of course. At the time, I had one of those weird little Amazon tablets for kids, and so I downloaded an application. This application turned out to be Flip-A-Clip. Now, I used to worship this thing. I thought that my little bouncy ball animation was the coolest thing in the world. Unfortunately, I kinda lost animation. Until once I was about 10 or 11, I fell in love with anime. Now, I used to watch anime much sooner than that. For example, I watched Assassination Classroom and Demon Slayer at the age of 6. But 10-year-old me was fed a beautiful, beautiful thing called the library.
Oh,
At this beautiful place was a whole manga section. I picked up a series called One Piece. I know. I started watching so much anime, like, for example, Takopi's Original Sin, Frieren, Dandadan, etc. But there was one that stood out to me. It was actually from the manga, better than the anime. This series was called Spy X Family, written by Tatsuya Endo. Now, this guy's art was just so beautiful to me, and it inspired me to start art as well. I started doing studies on him, Tatsuki Fujimoto, Gege Akutami, and Yoshitoki Oima. I started to think, hey, you know what? Why not start animation? I used to do this when I was younger, and I thought it would be really fun. Little did I know the hell I was about to go through. Eventually, I created my little self-insert, which was supposed to resemble how I look in real life, since I'm lazy and am bad at character design. I posted my first animation expecting it to flop, but you guys actually supported me, so I kept going, and going, and going. And somehow, that chaos turned into 1,000 subscribers.